What's going on, everyone out there? Today in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about the 1997 hit movie Air Force One. This one right here on VHS. It stars Harrison Ford. It was released with Columbia Pictures. This video might contain spoilers. I'm going to talk to you guys about what happened in the movie and go through what I thought was good points about the movie. Basically, you have Harrison Ford going with his family onto a plane, onto the Air Force One plane. Harrison Ford is the president, and you have his family going there. They had just finished a address to, I believe it was like the Russian embassy, and basically Harrison Ford had switched up his speech midway through, and it kind of made things better, but at the same time didn't follow the script that he was originally put forth. And Harrison Ford, little does he know there are Russian terrorists on the actual plane. They had snuck on the plane as news reporters, and basically Harrison Ford's going about his routine as president on the plane, and these guys end up hijacking the Air Force One plane, and in doing so, the guards that are around the president, Harrison Ford, try to get him out, try to get him into a pod to get him to safety. And while they're doing this, the hijackers pretty much take everyone on the plane as hostages, including his wife and daughter. Little do you know, later on you find out that Harrison Ford had been able to sneak into like the secret panel area, and he was able to actually hide out there until the terrorist kind of didn't know what was going on, and kind of he was the main person that could actually save the actual plane. He had background in being in several different wars, so he had background training in that aspect. And with the hostages not knowing the president, Harrison Ford, was still alive, the terrorists not knowing that he was alive, the terrorists were actually going about giving demands to the vice president, played by Glenn Close in this movie, and basically telling her that they're going to kill off people every half an hour or every minute. And at that point, Harrison Ford ends up finding a cell phone in one of the people's luggages and is able to contact through to the people, the vice president, and people that are on the ground, letting them know sort of what's going on in the situation, and pretty much setting up him to help stop the plane and help to get rid of these terrorists. That's when most of the action kicks in, as Harrison Ford's the suspense of him trying to get around all of these different hijackers on the plane, and at the same time trying to save the passengers. It kind of felt a little bit like Speed, because the terrorists didn't know what was going on, but at the same time they were still kind of making demands. It had that Speed aspect, but at the end everything prevails. Harrison Ford ends up still being president, and life goes on. But there are several different points in the movie where you're sort of like, okay, well, is Harrison Ford going to be able to get out of this situation? And similar to Speed, where the plane, the bus stopped, and Keanu Reeves pretty much thinks it's over, and then at the point where they're in the subway and stuff like that, something similar happens in this movie. Basically, the plane ends up landing, and the terrorists are actually able to get the plane going again, and the people on the ground are sort of like, what the hell's going on? They had no idea that the terrorists had once again taken over the plane. So it had that level of suspense. Definitely a great movie. In my opinion, I don't feel like this movie would be made nowadays based on this being made before 9/11 happened, and the terror situation that happened on the planes during 9/11. I don't think the studios would risk having an actual movie where the president's put in a situation like that nowadays. But needless to say, it's definitely worth checking out. Like I said, it is from 1997 through Columbia Pictures. I'll show you guys the actual. It's just a basic VHS there. And on the back, you just have Harrison Ford, one of the terrorists here. played by, I believe it was Gary Oldman, and Glenn Close as the vice president. So that's been my review of Air Force One. You guys let me know what you guys think about Air Force One. What do you guys think about Harrison Ford's acting in it? Just leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel about whether this movie could actually be filmed nowadays. Just leave a comment below as well. And if you haven't hit me up on Twitter yet, my Twitter account is at Just Raymer, and you can see the link on the actual description. I'll put it there, and you guys can just go there or search it on Twitter. And that's it for now. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.